Okay, now driving the bus operation. So we're here, our special key goes in this square stock. As you can see, it's all the same size, and this makes it a little bit difficult, but if you read closely, you can see what the key indicates it's going to. So usually it sits on rear and front closed position, and then as you turn it, it is going to open up or close those selected doors. Window control, override, and then there's your door air release or normal. But you're pretty much going to live right up here. Off, obviously off, day run, headlights, and then parking lamps. Voith transmission operation, which is just basically automatic. Your gauges, everything you need to know. Usually, obviously, it's always pretty much air pressure. I don't think you can ever get RPM on there. Raise or kneel, bus operation, and then the disability ramp operation. And that only works when you're all the way kneeled. I think parking brake applied, or if neutral, and that front door has to be open. The switch has to indicate that it is open. So that usually is specialized. And once again, we were going over those redundancy systems that cannot be overridden until bus is at normal operating height, air pressure, brakes aren't applied, things like that. So let's start here. So we'll go. At this point, you'll see everything light up. I have the blower motor on. Driver booster on. I'll turn it off now, or maybe on low, so it's not as annoying. There's that twin vision. That is probably for the scrolling marquees or the signage up front. I have no idea how to operate it. So there is the carrier unit. Like I was telling you, if I turn it on, it usually... Oh, right. Bus isn't running. Duh. So once you're in the on position, all the beeping is more or less stopped. It'll still show some of these lights. You just hit engine start. You probably heard that. It fired up. Battery's up. Yeah, it's not really warm at all. But let's see. There you go. So now, because I hit it, that came on. I heard the flap door stop, turn on in the back, but as you could tell, it went off. So it detected something as what like I said, I think the code was A17. I have no idea what that means. So, but now we'll go over the door operation. So I have it on release, which means that it let the air pressure out of the line, and I can manually push these doors open. That's all it means. The minute I hit normal, you can hear it pressurized, and there you go. So now the bus is pretty much in operation. I think I kneeled it. Now it's going to overinflate the bags, and then it'll settle back down per the leveling valve. I was just raising up my seat some. But everything works. You could do fast idle if you want to build up air pressure, usually like in the morning. But now if I turn this, so the rear one opened up. So now both of them open. So yeah, that's rear, front open, rear open. Front one's gonna close, rear is gonna close. Now front only is open. Now let's see if we can get the wheelchair ramp to go down all the way. Now you can see that because I pressed it previously, that illuminated. Now it's off, now it's on. So now, stow or deploy. So we're gonna deploy it. And this is kind of the older style one. I think they've updated it since then. Usually a lot of crap and trash will get stuck right in there, or that, hinge area just takes a lot of abuse, a lot of weight coming on and off of that. But right now the bus will not go anywhere, even if you have it in drive, which I don't. Obviously it senses the doors open, it knows that the ramp's out because of pressure, because of indicator sensors, so we have to put everything back. I just turn it off for good measure. I raise it back up. One click, you don't have to hold it. Now we'll close the door. Should turn it to the left. Door's closing. Now we should be able to take off. Foot brake applied. Parking brake applied. While holding the brake, press D. And there we go. And it drives basically like a Toyota Camry. It's really the easiest thing to drive. Very comfortable, not hard at all. Especially when you're doing it one hand holding a camera, like a real moron. Now I think while you're in operation, they can pull the parking brake, which I did, leave it in drive, open the door. I believe you can do this. Now I have the parking brake plunged in drive and I have the door open. Theoretically allow someone to get in. I kneeled it down. You can hear the beeping. That person gets on. Close the door. Raise it back up. And then I should theoretically be able to... Yeah. So you have to tap the brake because the bus will apply and then release the parking brake while you're still in drive. So here we go again.